Going live in 3, 2, 1. Let's get into the episode. Alright, so here we go. Boom. Let's go. Listen, man, welcome back to another episode. As you know, this is Why Now Is Your Time, man. This is episode number 2, man. I got so much juicy information. I'm trying to get you guys motivated, trying to get you guys inspired, man. This episode was brought to you by Patreon. One Marriage, Two Hustlers. Go follow us on Patreon. It's an exclusive relationship podcast me and my wife started. I'm telling you guys, you're going to love it. And you're going to be able to connect with uncomfortable conversation topics. So let's get right into it. Let's start this episode off. It's presented to you.
You're now listening to Why Now Is Your Time podcast and radio. We believe you should design the life you want, create the brand you deserve, and leave your legacy for years to come. Because life without purpose has no meaning. Your life, your brand, and your legacy. How would you leave it? You're now listening to whynowisyourtime.com, the only place to get motivation and education about entrepreneurship.
Man, this is the only place where you're gonna get educated motivation about entrepreneurship, man. Listen, I'm gonna ask you guys a question, man. Are you visualizing where you're trying to go? Are you visualizing your dreams? Do you understand the mindset it's going to take for you to achieve your dreams? So many people miss out on the boat because they don't understand the mindset that it takes. So that, and I say the mindset is like you have to personally visualize where you're trying to go, man. This is not only going to help you, it's going to help you push your brand and your life to the next level. So as we going into this episode number 2 of this podcast, the name of this episode is Having a Bigger Vision for Your Life. Man, how big is your vision? How big is your vision? It's time for you to go from ideal to identity. Oh, come on, man. It's time for you to take that ideal and develop your identity. So many times, man, we have ideals, but we're not creating, we're not imagining the things on where we need to go, all right? So you have to personally see yourself already at the end, man. And I'm locking into you because I want you guys to have the mindset and have the correct attitude of where is it that you're trying to go, all right? Why is it that you're trying to create something that's helping you push your brand to the next level, man? You got to get locked in. It's time to get locked in. And you know what? The date is wrong, and today's date is the 25th. So let's go. And those of you who are on the video, you'll be able to see exactly what I'm doing. But come on, man. Let's go, man. Here we go. All right. Got to make sure I put the right date at the right time. Here we go. All right. Sorry about that inconvenience. And this is just me being authentic, man. You know what I'm saying? Everything ain't going to be perfect. Everything ain't going to be just exactly how I try to record it. So, all right, let's get right back into it. So, listen, I want you guys to know that having a bigger vision, all right, what is a vision? Because people always ask this question, what is a vision? First of all, I want to tell you 2 things. You got, how many hours do you think you got in a week, all right? You got 168 hours during the week. Let's calculate it. If you sleep 8 hours a day, that's a third of your life, all right? Some people sleep 10 hours a day, all right? But how are you going to maximize your time? So, if you got 168 hours a week, how are you going to split that time up from sleeping? So, if you sleep 8 hours a day, all right, 7 days a week, that's 56 hours already taken up out the 168. Now, some of you going to work every day, all right? So, I mean, your drive time to work, your drive time from work, let's just say an hour, all right? And you do 5 days a week. So that's 10 more hours subtracted from your time. Now, I tell people, go to your 9 to 5 if you're not an entrepreneur, full-time entrepreneur yet. Go to your 9 to 5, all right, and build your dreams from 6 to 10, all right? So that means that you need to already spend time in the evening with yourself, all right? One thing I learned something that's major, man. Listen, and I wrote this quote down, and this was pretty interesting that I wrote, because I was thinking about this the other day. I'm like, man, I'm really trying to be locked into trying to tell them about having a bigger vision. But this is the thing I wrote down, and I wrote down that television is a place, all right, where poor people watch rich people get paid. I'm speaking to you. Talk. What I mean by that? Listen, most of these shows you already watching, these people are already rich. They probably watching it with you. They're already creating. Nothing wrong with enjoying your life, but I'm saying if you're trying to be a full-time entrepreneur and you're trying to get locked into your dreams, you got to understand that television is a place where poor people, all right? Listen, poor people watch rich people get paid. The problem is some of you guys know all of the NBA, NFL stats, but you don't even know your own stats. How many people have you met this week? How many people, what have you created this week? What are you doing with your dreams? What are you doing with your goals? How are you becoming a better entrepreneur? You got to lock into that. You got to lock into how are you becoming the best version of you. And when that happens, I promise you, everything else becomes solid. When I say become solid, it becomes, you get so locked in to becoming the best version of you, then you will know that, man, listen, I need a bigger vision for my life. Listen, in having a bigger vision, it only take faith of a mustard seed. You know what I'm saying? Some of you don't even know what a mustard, but this is small seed, all right? Is you having a small seed, so you developing the things, your faith, it just have to be of a mustard seed, but you got to put some action with your faith. The problem is some of you guys ain't putting no action with your faith, man. All right, so there's some things that we're going to go over today, because I think that before I dive into having a bigger vision, I want you guys to stop and write this stuff down and think like, what is my vision for the next 3 years? What is my vision for the next 6 months? What is my vision for the next 30 days? What is my vision for the next 10 days? Like, what am I going to do to get the goals that I'm aspiring to do? And so many people, man, it's like, I'm like, man, listen, you guys got to really lock in to the things that you need to do, man, because this is your life. That's why we created this podcast, to tell you that it's time for you to design the life you want, create the brand you deserve, and leave your legacy. This is bigger than you. Listen, lock in. It's time for you to lock in. It's time for you to do the things that you desire to do and having a bigger vision and a bigger purpose for your life. So many people was like, man, I don't know about that. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm like, man, lock in to your dreams, man. Lock in. Once you lock in, life becomes real easy on you achieving the things that you desire to achieve, man. So, man, I'm really excited, because it's like, if I don't give you guys nothing else, I want to give you guys some gems that's going to push you to the next level. There's always another level, you know what I'm saying? It's always another level. But you got to wrap your mind and tell yourself, how big is my vision? You know what I'm saying? Do I even have some sort of vision for my life? What is it that I'm trying to do on a daily basis, man? And when you get locked into that, I promise you, not only would things get easier for you, but life in itself will start to happen for you. But when you understand this, I'm telling you right now, that vision that you have for your life, that them goals you have for your life, writing these goals down, telling yourself on a daily basis, speaking into your life, different affirmations on a daily basis, you need to write this down. I tell people right now, I tell myself every day, today, not only am I going to be great, but I'm going to connect with people who are great. Again, not only am I going to be great today, I'm going to connect with people who's going to help me push greatness, man. Because greatness lies within you, but it comes with you having a bigger vision for your life. How big will your vision be? You know what I'm saying? I want you to get locked into your vision. I want you to know exactly what it is that you're trying to do when it comes to your vision. So, and that's just a commercial. So, listen, man. if I had to tell you one thing, that thing I would tell you right now is you not only will have the success that you want, but you gotta visualize that thing to get you where you want to be. But in order for you to get there, you must be so locked in that nobody or nothing that can stop you from being great. So why is it that you are not allowing yourself greatness when you have greatness in you? There's no competition. You're your own competition. But you just got to get locked into it. You just have to get locked into your dreams. Your vision, man. Listen, get a vision so big that it scares you. Let your vision scare you. Matter of fact, have a vision so big when you tell people about it, they say, oh my God, that ain't no way that can happen, man. But it can happen. But you got to push yourself to that level, man. And you cannot be afraid to go to that level. The problem is, so many of you guys are afraid to think outside the box. And I tell you, write this down. There's no money in my comfort zone. Write this down. There's no money in my comfort zone. Listen, when I say there's no money in your comfort zone, listen, listen. In order for you to be great, you have to get outside of your comfort zone. Get outside of the box. If you can't get outside the box, blow the damn box up. They did a study. The crazy part is they did a study though, and the study that they done was they put some mosquitoes in a drawer. All right. Once they put the mosquitoes in the drawer, all right, they left them in there. Now the drawer had holes in it so that it can breathe. They won't die. It won't suffocate and die. So the greatest part about this study was they left it on there for 3 days. They took the top off the jar. Do you know that the mosquito did not go higher than what the lid was? Do you understand what I'm saying? Some of you have been so conditioned to not being great, to not having a vision for your life. This has stopped you from getting to the place where you deserve to be. I tell people this on a daily basis, man. Listen, it's time for you to uncondition your situation, all right? That means that it's time for you to get away from those people and those things who's not letting you have a bigger vision for your life, man. You got to have the biggest vision for your life. I want your vision to be so big that it scares you, and when you tell people about it, they think you crazy. People say, man, you crazy, man. So the thing is this. Write this down. What are some ideals that you want to work on that you are afraid to work on, or that ideals that you have that you just need to make happen? What are those ideals? I want you guys to think about that. What are those ideals right now that you been wanting to work on, but you decided not to work on because it looks a little bit unrealistic, all right? But to me, telling yourself on a daily basis that you can create the things that you want to create, it becomes easy. It becomes super easy, especially when you sit there every day and you see the vision, you write it down, you know what I'm saying? You spend time meditating and thinking about it. It becomes super easy, man. But you, as a creator, you as a entrepreneur, have to tell yourself on a daily basis, why haven't I gotten to the goal so that I can be great? It's crazy. It's crazy. It's like, man, every day I wake up, man, I'm like, man, listen, sometimes before I started this entrepreneur journey and being job free, it was like I felt stuck. I felt trapped. You know what I'm saying? You go to this place every day, your job, and you like, man, I know God has a bigger purpose for me, but the job is weighing on you. And one thing I tell you, then you get off work, you tired, you like, man, so you're not even imagining, you're not even seeing yourself. You've been having those dreams and goals, but you're not even seeing yourself there because it's like, what am I doing wrong? You're not doing nothing wrong. The problem is God already gave you the vision, all right? you got to line yourself up and go work for it. All right, it takes discipline. All right, it takes a lot of discipline in order for you to achieve and have a bigger vision. You can't just say, I just have this great and amazing vision. I'm like, yeah, but how you gonna work towards that vision? Do life become easier, but everything you do will help you create what it is that you're trying to create, man. So I'm telling you guys right now, bigger vision, all right? Today's topic, today's word, today's motivation, all right? I want you guys to write this right now. I want you guys to write this down right now. Here we go. Write this down. Great ideals not only need a clear landing, but it needs wings as well. So not only do your ideals need a place to land, it needs to be a clear path, all right? But you need wings to let it go, all right? Tell yourself right now, imagination is everything. Imagination is everything. What you're imagining, whether it's negative or positive, is going to appear in your life. So know that imagination is everything. What are you afraid of? Why are you afraid of it? Don't let the negative thoughts control the outcome of where you're going. Just because you're in the situation right now don't mean you're going to be there in the next 6 months. But you got to do something today that's going to push you to become great. What is that thing, man? Imagination is everything. Imagination is everything. I'm speaking this into your life right now. As you listening to me, I want you to repeat after me. Imagination is everything. Yes, it is. It's everything. It's everything. And I'm going to just keep saying that, man. Imagination is everything, man. I promise you this. Life is going to have its ups and downs. Life is going to have its struggles. Life is going to give us distractions. Life is going to get in our way. But that's okay. Because as long as you got a clear landing pad, and as long as you have wings to get up to go, you will be all right. But the problem is, some of you guys haven't allowed yourself to flourish. You haven't allowed yourself no wings. You haven't allowed yourself nothing but letting situations and people speak negativity into your life. And when they speak into your life, that goes into your mind, that creates the imagination so that you can't get to where you're trying to go. Imagination is everything. Imagination is everything. I just keep saying that every day. Imagination. Where am I seeing myself in the next 2 months, in the next 60 days, in the next 6 months, in the next year, tomorrow? You know what I'm saying? Do I need to cut some people off? You know, imagination is everything. What you connected to is what's going to allow you to be great. Oh, repeat that. What you connected to, all right, the source you connected to that's what's going to allow you to be great. So if you connected to people who think small, you're going to think small. You connected to people who think big, you're going to think big. Having a bigger vision is where it's at, man. Having a bigger vision where it's at. Now, as you're going into thinking big, I want you guys to also think about, who is your ideal avatar or customer? Who is that person? Who is the person? Listen, usually when it's one, it's 1,000. So I decided to create this podcast so that I can be like, listen, my ideal avatar is for entrepreneurs and aspiring entrepreneurs. People who thinking on 9 to 5, this podcast ain't for them. All right? If you aspiring to be an entrepreneur, or you already an entrepreneur and you need some motivation, some incredible ideas, tips, and strategies, this is the podcast for you. That's the only people I'm focused on. Some people might say, well, what about the people who got the 9 to 5? I'm saying, if you got a 9 to 5 and you aspire to be an entrepreneur, this is the podcast for you. All right? But if you just thinking about being at your job for 40 years, you know what I'm saying, and getting 401k, this might not be the podcast for you. Because we're creating the new age entrepreneurs. We're creating a new mindset for people who trying to create greatness. All right? Because greatness is within. I'm telling you, you got to earn it. Greatness must be earned, not given. It has to be earned. So again, I tell you guys it's gonna be on a weekly basis, 2 or 3 times. This week is gonna be 2. To next week might be 3. It might be 5. I don't know. But at least 2 times a week, an hour each time. I'm trying to speak not only greatness to you, but I'm trying to shift your mind. I'm trying to help you. If you could just come here and say, listen, what he said there, let me take these notes. You know what I'm saying? These are going to be some incredible notes that I can take that's going to push me to the next level. Then guess what? Come on a weekly basis and come to this podcast, because we're going to give you that juice. We're going to give you that fire. We're going to give you that greatness. We're going to give you that thing that's going to help you get to the next level. You know what I'm saying? Our motto, write this down. We don't come to take sides. We come to take over. And that's it. That's mindset. Imagination is everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, well, such and such doing this. So, I do it too. You know what I'm saying? Mindsets. You know what I'm saying? Because we all got our own DNA. Mindset. This is very important that you have the correct mindset. So, as you thinking about your vision, you said, what ideals am I working on now, and who is my ideal customer, right? So, when I look at what ideals are you working on, is what's that thing that you keep thinking about on a daily basis? Like, man, I need to do this. Man, I need to start this. Man, I know I need to do this. Man, I know. And then what you can do is, once you say, okay, for instance, let me break this down. For instance, today I want to start a detail car cleaning business. Cool, got you. This is what you need to do. All right, you need to write down detail car business. All right, you wrote that down. Then you need to say, who cars can I wash? All right, family, people I know, friends, whoever. You know what I'm saying? Who cars can I wash? And then what is my price? What is my price point? All right, how much am I going to charge them to wash their car? Now, there's some factors that you gotta figure out. You got what you want to do. You have exactly your ideal customers that you want to start with. Now, what equipment do you need? All right, what's next? What equipment do you need? So then I need a power washer. I might need one of those gallon jugs to put on my truck, or maybe I can pull it with a trailer. I don't know. Or maybe I can use their water. So now you're breaking it down to the equipment that you might need that's going to help you create the price. All right? So then what are you going to use to clean the car? You know what I'm saying? Some people like their car with no scratches. Wait, what are you going to use to clean the car? Like, are you going to use a towel? Are you going to use a shimmy? I mean, I'm just breaking this down so you guys can say, okay, so you know who your ideal customer is. So you wrote down 50 to 100 people cars you can watch. All right. You figure out you're going to charge $25, $50, $75, whatever. All right. Once you do that and you watch your first 10, 20 cars, you take those photos. I'm taking you somewhere. You take those photos that the cars that you watch. Once you take those photos, you upload those photos on Instagram, Facebook, or whatever to let people see your work. What that do is, not only that, the people cars you watch, ask them to do a review for you. Once they do a review saying, oh, I love his work, I love her work, or whatever, then they do that review for you, it becomes easy. Now, you got reviews, you got pictures. That's going to create some kind of buzz for the next people who want their car washed. Everybody don't want to wash their car. They don't have time. But now you got a detail business that you started that you can be able to wash these cars. I'm telling you guys, man, listen, I promise you, that vision, already seeing, already knowing what you're trying to do, having that vision, laying out a plan for your life, it is going to not only help you become or get the things that you need to get, but you'll be able to say, listen, I visualized it to materialize it, all right? You have to visualize it. You have to visualize it. You know what's crazy, though? because I'm gonna bring this up because every episode I'm always gonna give you guys a scripture. All right. This scripture basically says, Jeremiah 29:11. It says, "For I know the plans that I have for you, declares the Lord, the plans to prosper and not harm you, a plan to give you hope for a future." Listen, God already have plans for you. The problem is some of you guys ain't putting the plan into work. The plan is already laid out. You just got to give God something to work with. So lock in to say, okay, listen, I'm going to read it again so you guys can have a better understanding. Jeremiah chapter 29, verse 11. It says, "For I know the plans that I have for you, declares the Lord." So God said, I know exactly what I have for you. But you ain't did nothing for it. You ain't putting in no work. But he said, I have a plan to prosper you. So he already have a plan to give you the success you need. That's why I said there's no competition. You worried about the next person for what? I don't have to worry about you. I'm locked into what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm locked into being great. Then he said, a plan not to harm you. So that means that he don't even want you to fail. But a plan to give you hope and a future. All right? HOPE. Hope. He said, I'm giving you hope that if you just go do something, give me something to work with, I can mix it up and I can help you prosper whatever plan that you have. But some of you guys are so scared because your vision is so small. You need a bigger vision to get to where you're trying to go. Your vision have to be huge. I mean, huge. It scares you. My vision scares me all the time. I'm like, man. But everything that I set my mind out to, everything that I put my mindset into, I swear to God on everything I love, man. And I don't like to swear to God, but I promise on everything I love, it happened. Because I locked in on it. I got rid of distractions. I got rid of things that was in my way. And then I figured out, like, man, again, that detailed business, write that down. You know what I'm saying? Who your customer? Name of the business. We can figure out the logo later. You know what I'm saying? Take action and then go make things happen. Don't worry about... The problem is, some of you guys waiting on everything to be so perfect before you take some kind of action. You got to have, like, every tool, no. Figure it out along the way. Take a chance. Shoot that shot, man. You know what I'm saying? Maybe if you only spend $50 on cleaning supplies and use their water at their home, you know what I'm saying? You wash their car, I'm telling them, and be transparent with people. I'm a brand new business. I'm just starting off. I'm looking to clean people's cars for a special discount so I can build my business up. You know, I'm just using detail as an example. You know what I'm saying? So, and then take those pictures, get that soap, that water, take the pictures. You probably don't start off with a $200, $300 power wash. Build your money up and go back and invest into your business. That's another thing. Some of you guys make money with your business and you don't put back into your business. You go spend the money on things that don't make sense. I'm a big believer. After your expenses is paid, it's time to go put that money back into the business. All right. So say hypothetically, I made $30,000 in 1 month. All right. I'm just breaking down some numbers. I made $30,000 in 1 month. Why would I personally hold on to? I paid my bills. My bills was $7,000, and now I got $23,000. I'm like, yeah, I'm about to go buy some clothes. I'm about to go buy a car. Why would I take that $23,000 and waste on that? At least put half of that money back into marketing, into your business, or making sure you got the right products and stuff. The problem I see with a lot of entrepreneurs is they make money, but they don't invest back into their business. So it's like you made $100,000, but how much of the $100,000 you went back into your business? You know what I'm saying? So what can you write off? It's just a lot of different things when it comes to having a bigger vision for your life. You know what I'm saying? So having that bigger vision, having that bigger goal, having that bigger mindset is going to help you get to the things what you need to do. So, listen, and the thing I'm trying to break down to it on a daily basis is imagination. Imagination is everything, but most important, what are you dreaming? Have you dreamed that dream and said, man, you know, I should be further along? Like, you keep having the same visions, the same dreams. That's God talking to you. That's him telling you, man, you're supposed to be doing this, but you're choosing not to put in that effort because you're trapped in a job situation and you're like, well, you know, my job is not that bad. But on the other hand, you complaining. On the other hand, you know what I'm saying, you letting them give you, you know, whatever they giving you, whether it comes to the raise, and you're not controlling your situation. I don't know, man. So every on a daily basis, I really try to lock in on everything. I really try to get myself to the next level. So now there's some seven ingredients, 7 nutrients that I want to share with you when it comes to you being locked in on a bigger vision. Number 1, what do your hustle look like, man? How bad do you want it? What do your hustle look like? I promise you, so many people say they have this incredible ideal, say they so I'm a go-getter, but what do your hustle look like? How are you spending your time on a daily basis? Who are you spending your time with? The problem is, some of you guys say you a hustler, but your actions don't show hustler mentality, all right? Some of you guys say you want to be great, but your hustling mentality don't show me or show the world that you want to be great, because you are complacent. Complacent is cool, but greatness, it takes you getting outside the comfort zone and you being diving into it. So what your hustle look like? Who are you hustling for? You know what I'm saying? Do you have a why? You know what I'm saying? What is your why? WHY. It's an acronym. What's hurting you? What's hurting you is what's going to fuel you to be great. Again, what is hurting you is what's going to fuel you to be great, man. I don't know how much to tell you this. It's like, what is your why? What is that thing that makes you get up in the morning? Whether it's your kids, whether it's your wife, whether it's your husband, whether it's your situation, whether it's your past. What is that thing that gets you up in the morning and that inspires you to be great? You say you a hustler, but I don't see your work ethic. You say you a hustler. You say you a hustler. Let me tell you something. If I follow you around, it's gonna tell me if you're a hustler. It's gonna tell me, are you wasting time, or are you doing something great? You know what I'm saying? Some of you guys just wasting, like life is just, you just wasting all this time, and you say, oh yeah, I'm a hustler, man. Oh, I ain't made it yet. You ain't made it because you ain't really hustling. And then you ain't being a smart hustlers, man. That's why I made a video that said, drug dealers can be some of the best CEOs. You know why? The only problem is they selling drugs, all right? But their mindset is shipped to another level. You know what I'm saying? They still hustlers. You know what I'm saying? Some of them grinding through the night, some of them, but again, people's like, oh, what? You better take some notes from some drug dealers. Them boys on a mission, and they making things happen. So that's very important. Not only that, all right, that's number 1. And we mixing up these ingredients. What your hustle look like? Number 2, what is your focus? You know what I'm saying? What you focus on is going to allow your vision to expand. All right. What is your focus? So now you got your hustle. All right. And then number 2 thing is, what is your focus? You know what I'm saying? What are you locked in? What are you focused on? You know what I'm saying? We talked about this. Follow one course until successful. What are you locked in on? Don't try to be a jack of all trades or the master of nothing. You know what I'm saying? Lock in on 1 or 2 things. Don't try to lock in on 20 things. Lock in on 1 or 2 things. What do your focus look like? Are you letting people distract you? Are you letting the situation distract you? Ask yourself that right now. What is that thing that's in my way that's distracting me? All right? And how can I take that distraction off of my back? I need you guys to think. I mean, it's time for you to wake up and think and say, you know what? I'm about to be focused, man. I'm about to tie my hustle in with my focus, all right? I'm going to stop being lazy, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to start hustling on a daily basis, all right? And not only that, I'm going to allow myself to stay focused on one or two things so I can get the results I'm looking for. The problem is people are jack of all trades but a master of nothing. Why are you trying to be a jack of all trades but you a master of nothing? I just don't, I really truly don't even understand that. So that's the number 2 with the ingredients, all right? The third thing is, are you being persistent, all right? Are you being persistent on a daily basis, all right? You can't just do something one day and then the next day it's over with. You know what I'm saying? I mean, give yourself time to grow. You know, you don't go to the gym, all right, and say, today's my first day working out, I lost 20 pounds. It don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? How it works is, today's my first day, I put that hour work in, all right? Now I'm finna go home and eat the right thing, drink some water, all right? And then tomorrow I'm gonna do it again, all right? So now I wanna lose them 20 pounds. It's gonna take 6 months. It's gonna take 3 months. It's gonna take 30 days. But it's you getting locked into the things that's helping you grow. But the problem is, again, I say this over and over and over, is you're not being persistent at what you do. You have to be locked in. Your hustle, number 1. Number 2, your focus. And number 3, you being persistent. Like, you got to say, man, listen, I'm going to do this thing every single day. I'm going to wake up and I'm going to do this thing. Yeah, some of you aspiring entrepreneurs might have to go to work. But when I get off work, I'm gonna go to my 9 to 5 and spend my 6 to 10 building my dreams. I'm gonna get locked in. I'm gonna try new things. You know what I'm saying? For instance, you have a t-shirt brand that'll be good for you. A t-shirt brand can be, when you get off work, print out some t-shirts. You know what I'm saying? Take your 9 to 5 money to create your 6 to 10 dreams. It's simple. You know what I'm saying? I did the formula and it worked. You know what I'm saying? I took my 9 to 5 money and I took that money and I invested into my 6 to 10 dreams, and now I'm job free. So how are you gonna do this though? You have to come up with a strategy, man. These are the ingredients that we mixing up right now. We mixing them up. So you gotta know, what are you doing? Number 4, how disciplined are you? I like to talk about this because so many people claim that they are successful, but they are lacking the key thing, which is discipline. How disciplined are you? Interesting. How disciplined are you? In order to be great, you have to have desire and discipline, all right? So when you have the desire to win, it helps you create the discipline to succeed. But the problem is, some of you have no discipline. Again, I go back on, you make some money with your business. The discipline is to put some of that money back into your business. But some of you rather go spend it to splurge to make yourself look good for other people that don't give a damn about you. All right? And I tell you, those things look good. People gonna say, "Oh yeah, you doing good. Oh, you grinding. Oh, I see you successful." But those people don't care if you make it or not, man. Because what I learned about a lot of people, they don't want to see you getting farther ahead than them. They don't mind they don't mind you getting ahead, but don't get too far ahead than them. Cause you get super ahead of them, they ain't gonna like that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't seen it, I didn't heard it, I didn't seen people trying to compete. I'm like, I'm not trying to compete. I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm being the best version of myself. All right, and I'm very disciplined on a daily basis. I'm not gonna waste no time around people, places, and things that don't make no sense to me. You know what I'm saying? So you guys gotta ask yourself, and write this down. Am I disciplined enough to create greatness in my life? Again, am I disciplined enough to create greatness in my life? You know what I'm saying? There's greatness from within you, but you gotta be super disciplined and you gotta be locked in, all right? Number 5. Ooh, number 5, people don't want to talk about number 5. This is part of the ingredients. Failure. All right? How you gonna adapt with failure? Failure's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? So you might mix. Again, don't go back to that detail business. You might start and then things don't go right. You know what I'm saying? How you gonna adapt? How you gonna change your marketing? How you gonna, you know what I'm saying? The problem is people start something. Once they start something, they just lay down and say, you know what? Well, I tried it. No. No. You tried it. You're going to succeed, but you're going to have bumps in the road. There's going to be speed bumps. Everybody want a smooth path. Nobody want to hit no speed bumps. You know what I'm saying? When we ride on the freeway, driving down the street in your local neighborhood, guess what you see in the road? Pots in the road. You know what I'm saying? But you still keep driving. You don't hit a pot and say, "Oh my God, my car's damaged." No, you hit the pot. You keep going. All right. Some of you guys got to know the failure. You're gonna hit pots. You're gonna have to take curves. You know, you might have to take the long way and not the short way. You know what I'm saying? The reason why you can't take the short way because there's things in the way. You know what I'm saying? They might have a wreck. There's a short way. So then sometimes God wants you to go around. So not only can you see a better vision, but you can see another way how to get there. Oh, you can see another way how to get there instead of you knowing that you're used to the same route every day. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you got to take an alternate route so God can allow you to say, listen, you can go another way and still get the same results. It just might take you a little longer because that's when it comes to the failure. You're going to have to fail in order for you to try to succeed. I don't know why people are afraid of failure. Failure is just a part of life. Adapt, change, push. Tell yourself, I'm about to do it. We're going to make it happen. Nothing going to stop us. What are we doing here? You know what I'm saying? So it has to happen, man. So failure, we whipping it up, man. We putting in ingredients. That was number 5. That was failure, all right? Number 6, you got to take risks. Ooh. Where there's no risk, there's no reward. The problem is some of you guys are scared to put your money in a business, scared to put your money somewhere because you're scared that you don't have the discipline or that you can't make it happen. I just read you the quote. God said he wants you to prosper. You know what I'm saying? He wants you to prosper. You know what I'm saying? Number 6 is risk. The reason why I like to talk about risk, people are afraid to take risk. Why is it happen? Listen, every time you get in your car, you drive to your job every day. That's a risk. Somebody can hit you in the back. You can die. I'm not speaking of the negative. I'm just saying you have to be willing to take risks. You cannot be afraid not to risk whatever it is that you're trying to do. Listen, this is in the ingredients, man. These are in the ingredients of success. All right, it's in there, man. So, and then number 7. All right, number 7. I'm giving you these 7 ingredients. Number 7 is you got to be patient. Ooh. Listen, a journey of 1,000 miles starts with the first step. Listen, a journey of 1,000 miles starts with the first step. You still got to get through the miles. For instance, let me use this analogy for a second. Me and my wife went on a 9-day, 8-night staycation south of America. Southeast of America. Anyways, we left here. We went to Baton Rouge. We went from Baton Rouge to we stayed in Baton Rouge one night. We went to Atlanta for the weekend. From Atlanta to South Carolina, Charleston, South Carolina for one day. From there to Montgomery, Alabama for one day. From there to Memphis, Tennessee for one day. And then from there to New Orleans for 2 days. Back home to Houston, Texas. Think about that. And we put 3,300 miles on a rental car that we rented this car. And we said, you know what, we're finna make this thing happen, man. And we wanted to go to all the, we had this great idea of going to all the slavery places. We went to like all these historic museums, the Martin Luther King Hotel. I mean, it was a journey. We did it on a spring break. And man, I'm gonna tell you, we got the video on YouTube. It was an incredible journey. But one thing I learned in that is you have to be patient, because literally we would stop. We would leave a museum, and we like, look, we gotta get to the next location. Let me tell you the crazy part. The crazy part was we didn't have no hotels booked. So we was hooking it and booking it as we was going to the next location. We was using booking. You know what I'm saying? It was like, book this hotel, put that card on file, and we just, when we get there. Sometimes we was riding places at like 8 at night. We'll sleep in the morning, we'll get up, check out the hotel, go to the museum, and go to the next location. That's taking a risk. What I learned in that journey is, man, life is about challenges, man. And I think we was going through Memphis too, and we went through, I think, my wife can tell y'all, we went through a whole looked like a tornado with that little bitty car. But we still made it out, man. So again, I say that to say, patience, man. Be patient with your success. So many people just want things to happen like right away. Why you want it to? Listen, back you like, well, you know, I was trying to, nah. Everything ain't gonna happen right away. So patience, man. So let's go over these 7 ingredients again, man. Here we go. We're gonna go over them. I'm telling y'all, listen, I want you to get locked in. There's 7 ingredients to greatness, all right, to having that bigger vision. Number 1, what your hustle look like. Some of you guys are afraid to hustle. Wake up right now and tell yourself, I am a hustler, and nobody gonna stop me from getting to where I need to be. Number 2, what are you focused on right now? Be locked in on the things you want to be locked in on. Get focused. Number 3, persistent. You ain't gonna stop. You going through the fire. You gonna make things happen. Ain't nothing gonna stop you from being where you trying to go. Number 4, write down. I am self-disciplined. I make my dreams happen. Period. All right? I am self-disciplined. Number 5, failure. All right? I will embrace failure. Failure is gonna come. And that's okay if failure comes. Embrace it. Embrace that failure. Failure is within, baby. Let's go embrace it. Number 6, risk. But there's no risk, there's no reward, baby. Get locked in. And the last thing is be patient, man. When you put these ingredients in, you will understand something. I'm telling you this right now. Vision. Vision is the art of seeing what is impossible when you can't even touch it yet. Vision. Vision is the art of seeing what is possible when you can't even touch it yet. The V in vision stands for visualize. All right, it's you seeing the vision. The I is you internalize. It's telling yourself what it is. The S is you strategizing a plan to make the vision come to pass. Lock in. The other I is for you to initiate. Stop waiting on someone or somebody to tell you that you can make it happen. The O is you have to overcome challenges. I'm telling you the acronym for vision. And the N is it is necessary that you understand that greatness is within you. And the only person that can stop you is you, man. You the only person that can stop you is you, man. You the only person that can stop you is you. I'm telling you, I'm so hyped up, man. You know what? I want to hear what Steve Harvey got to say. Here you go, man. He talked about imagination. Here we go.
Albert Einstein said, imagination is everything. It's the preview to life's coming attraction.
The preview.
If you think about that, that's a really, really true statement.
Come on.
Because everything you see in this world came from somebody's imagination.
Woo.
Everything. Somebody was talking on the phone one day.
Yes.
On that wall phone, connected to the cord.
Come on.
Tried to walk and it didn't go no further. And he wanted to just go outside and get something out the car.
So he created.
Said, you know what? I wish I could take this phone outside.
Come on.
Everybody in here got a cell phone.
Everybody. That's the crazy part. So the thing is, and I'm about to all right, we're going. Keep talking.
It was in somebody's imagination.
It was in their mind.
Somebody imagined that. Somebody imagined everything. Somebody got tired of walking. Somebody got tired of driving cars.
Yes.
Somebody said, we're gonna fly. You're not finna fly. Everybody in here has been on the plane.
Come on!
See, your imagination is the evidence of things not seen.
Ooh!
You know why they call it the evidence of things not seen? Your imagination, you're the only one can see it.
You're the only person can see this.
You're the only one can see it.
The only.
See, so all this stuff you've been imagining.
Everything you've been visualizing.
Not some hocus pocus.
Come on.
When you imagine stuff,
yes,
it's actually God showing you a preview.
He's showing you a preview of what's coming, baby.
For you.
Yes. Yes. He's showing you a preview.
That's what your imagination is.
That's what your imagination is.
Why do you keep imagining yourself with a second home? Because God wants you to have it.
He wants you to have it. You just afraid to go get it.
In a supervisory capacity.
Come on.
Another job. Because God really wants you to have that.
Come on.
Why you keep dreaming of opening a business one day?
Come on.
That's what God really got for you.
But you scared to open up that business.
Imagination.
It's in your mind.
With your imagination, though,
come on.
You tell it to the wrong people.
Ooh.
If you want to kill a big dream,
tell it to
a small-minded.
Tell it to small-minded people. Big dream.
You can't. Oh man. Think about this in your life.
Come
How
on.
many times have you had this really incredible idea?
You had an idea.
With your family and your friends.
Your family and friends don't. They like what?
They shot it down.
They shot your dreams down.
Shot it down because they couldn't see it.
They can't see it. Only you can see it.
In their imagination.
Come on.
In yours. It was your evidence of things not seen.
Not theirs.
See all this stuff you've been imagining?
Yes.
You ought to start working on it.
Come on.
That's what God really got for you. Your real life is in your imagination.
Your real life is in your imagination, bro.
You think I'm here by accident?
Come on.
I'm here because he put this in my imagination when I was 10.
Come on, man.
When I was 10, he showed me I was going to be on TV. That's all I ever wanted. The assignment when I was in the 6th grade was everybody write their name on a piece of paper and write what you want to be.
Come on.
You know what I wrote on my paper?
And the reason why I want you guys to hear that, though, is because imagination is a preview of what's the common attraction. God wants us to have it. He keeps showing you in your dreams. He keeps pushing you to greatness, and you refuse to hear, and you refuse to do what he say. You keep going to that job every day when he keeps showing you your dreams. Why is it that you have not, I gave you the acronym of vision. Why is it that you have not locked in and made it happen? What are you afraid of? I gave you the 7 ingredients of success. What are you afraid of? Who are you afraid to talk to? Who are you, listen, there's greatness within you. I can hear some of you saying, I ain't got no money right now. Sometimes you don't need money. You just need the idea to come to pass by you going and make it happen. Somebody might just invest in your dreams. Come on. How long must you go? How long must God show you your dreams before he give your dreams to somebody else because he put it in you, but he gonna have to give it to somebody else because you not pursuing it? Come on, man. Do y'all understand how important this is? Do y'all understand how important this is? That's why I'm trying to just lock in and tell y'all guys, man, listen. If I don't tell you guys nothing else from this episode, I'm telling you a bigger vision for your life. Who's your ideal customers? What things did you have what are you working on right now? You remember, you got 24 hours in a day. You got 365 days a year. You got 8,760 hours. Come on, a year. How are you spending that time? You know what I'm saying? Vision is the art of seeing what's possible. You know what I'm saying? Even when you can't even touch it. I can't even touch it, but I see it because I understand it. Come on. How long must you go? How long must you carry this vision? You got to have a bigger vision, man. One thing I learned, though, about ideal, all right? The I in ideal is you must imagine where you're going, all right? You must imagine it. The D is you must dare yourself to go do it. The E is you must execute the plan. And the A is you can accomplish and achieve it, but you got to put the imagination with you daring yourself to execute it. And the A comes with you achieving it, man. What I must tell you, man, I tell you that every time I say great minds discuss ideals. Average mind discuss events. Small minds discuss people. I don't know what to tell you over and over again. I'm going to say that one more time. Great minds discuss ideals. People you connected to. that's going to push your vision. Y'all going to talk about the ideals. Average minds talk about events. What's happening in the world? This average minds. Small minds discuss other people. What are other people doing with their dreams? That is the wrong mindset to have. So I didn't laid it out. Steve Harvey didn't told y'all imagination, all right, is the coming attraction of what God wants you to have. I done broke down Jeremiah 29:11. I done gave you the acronym of vision. Why is it that if I'm speaking to your heart right now, listen, I'm speaking to you right now, man. I'm speaking to you before we close this podcast out, man. I'm speaking to you. Right now, I want you to get so locked in on your dreams. I want you to tell yourself right now that I am going to achieve greatness. I want you to tell that I have my ideals will become my identity. I will no longer listen to what people say to me because I believe in myself and my dreams. I will hustle. I will stay focused. I will be super disciplined. I will not stop doing what I'm doing because I will pursue whatever it is that I'm doing. I will understand that failure is going to come. But once it comes, I will embrace it. I will not let failure stop me from getting to where I'm trying to go. Risk. From here on out in my life, I will take risk. And the last thing is, I will learn to be patient because I understand that patience is the thing that's going to push me to the next level. With every level, there's a new devil, man. So why is it that I must tell you guys that vision is the art of seeing something, man, even when you can't touch it? You can do whatever you desire to do, but you got to be so locked in on your dreams that nobody or nothing can stop you to getting where you're trying to go, man. This is why now is your time. You can design the life you want. You can create the brand you deserve, but most important, you can leave your legacy, man. Because legacy is always greater than currency. What are we going to do? Are we going to stay average? Or are we going to create greatness? We're not worried about what the people saying. Because our motto is we don't come to take sides, we come to take over. I want you guys to be so locked in, man. Say, I have a bigger vision. Because imagination is everything. I have a bigger vision. Because imagination is everything. I hope you guys took some notes. Hope you guys got locked in. I hope you guys said, you know what? That dude crazy, man. But he gave me some great pointers. Matter of fact, I'm about to share this podcast with some people that need to hear this, man. Because your vision, it needs to be so big, it scares you, and to make other people say, oh, man, you talking crazy. Man, you talking crazy, man. Man, really, you believe that's going to happen? Listen, man, I'm a living testimony of, I tell myself years ago that I'm going to be job free. And I got locked in. I figured it out. And I realized that it's going to take a lot of work, a lot of execution. I'd rather work on myself harder than anything else than go to somebody's job and work on their dreams. That's their dreams, that's not mine. Some of you guys got dreams that's so big, God just want to lay it. He wants you to go pursue it. But you are afraid to go pursue it because you lack knowledge and you lack confidence. I'm speaking to you because at one time in my life, I was stuck at a job too, lacking confidence. Didn't believe that I can make it happen. I knew God had this vision for me. I knew He had my Why Now Is Your Time brand. I knew it. But I was so afraid to tap into it, man, because I got so caught up at a job, so caught up that I couldn't even see nothing else. I was holding on. Oh, it's upstairs. I was holding on. I will show you my book that I've been holding on for so long, man, but I never executed it. And when I look at it right now, I always tell myself, like, man, why haven't I brought out this book, man? But you know what, though? God had me go through so many different things, so many distractions was in my way It taught me how to remove those distractions, get locked in, surround myself around the right people, and man, everything else started to happen, man. So again, as I close out, man, I want you guys to tell yourself, imagination is everything. There's greatness within you. My quote is, life without purpose has no meaning. God has a purpose for your life, but the problem is you got to tap into it. Jeremiah 29:11, he want to give you, he got plans for you. You just got to go pursue it. So I tell you guys right now, man, remember, design the life you want. Create the brand you deserve. And most importantly, leave your legacy, man. Because life without purpose has no meaning. We are all built to live a purpose-driven life. The question is, what are you about to do about it? How are you going to pursue it? I believe in you, man. Because you know what? I say that because somebody had to tell me they believe in me. So if you listen to this podcast, I'm telling you, I believe in you. Remember, last thing, podcast course coming. Get ready for it. Next level podcasting and next level branding, man. Remember, get contact with me at whynowisyourtime.com or all social media is whynowisyourtime. I see you guys in the next podcast. This podcast number 2. Hopefully we gave you the tips, the information. Let's go. You be blessed and let's go. Remember, your vision better be bigger than anybody can imagine. I see and I hear you guys in the next video. Be blessed.